In today's video, I'm going to show you how to tint a window the safest way possible and where you can also buy window tint. All right, so you want to start out with the accessory mode on or the key in so that you can roll the window up and down. You're going to want to clean the window inside and out. So I highly recommend not using products like Windex or anything like that. I actually recommend using the tint solution that I'm going to show you how to make real quick. So what you're going to want to do is take a spray bottle and fill it almost all the way up with water, and then you're going to want to put about 10 drops of Johnson's baby shampoo in it. I know, crazy, right? You're going to want to put it in there and you're going to want to mix it up, right? So you want to let it settle until the top's not foamy anymore, but so that you're getting a water soap mixture in the bottle. So that's the secret to sliding tint across glass, is a little bit of baby shampoo. So you're going to start off by spraying your solution on the window. If you had tint on this previously, or you need to remove your tint, I have a video on my channel of how to remove it. But go ahead and remove it the proper way, and then make sure it's extremely clean. So you're going to spray the solution on, you're going to scrub it, you're going to take the window all the way up, get the very bottom, right? So you want to actually clean the inside and outside. And the reason you do that is, well, one, you might have to cut and shrink tint on the outside of the window. And the other reason is when you're actually laying the tint, a defect or a piece of dirt or hair on the outside of the window might trick you into thinking it's between the tint and the glass. And then let it air dry for a minute, and then take a fresh microfiber cloth and wipe the whole thing down again. Just a completely fresh one to get all the smudges off of the window. So once the window is dry, you're going to go ahead and get your tint out, and you're going to make sure it fits. If you don't have pre-cut tint, which most people don't even know this is a thing, but you can get online and you can order tint that's pre-cut for the vehicle. They'll send it to you in a roll just like this. You'll open it up and you'll have the necessary tint pieces you need to put on the car to where you don't have to cut them yourself. Okay, so after you open your tint, you're going to roll it out and you're going to inspect it. So make sure that you have the windows you plan to do. Make sure they're all here. In this case, we're looking for the passenger side of this vehicle. So as it flips up, the sticky side is towards the clear backing, and so the sticky side is actually going to go on the inside of that glass. So that solution that you made with the shampoo or the baby shampoo, it's called a slip solution. So what you're now going to do is you're going to take this, and you're going to go pre-spray the inside of that window, and you're going to soak it. All right, so with the window all the way up, I'm going to go ahead and spray the bottom. See how wet this door panel is? That's completely normal when you tint a window. So I'm going to spray the top now. I'm going to bring it down about 4 inches. I think that's a little more than 4 inches, but you know what? That works. So we're going to get nice and wet, the area around it, the door card, anything where dust can get picked up. So now you're going to go grab your tint. It's spray around the tint on the sheet with your slip solution. You're going to spray the tips of your fingers like this. You're going to grab a corner of the tint. You're going to spray it as you pull it up. You want tons of the slip solution on it. This allows you to slide it across the glass, get it where you need it. Keeps dust from sticking to it, to the adhesive. It smells really good with that baby soap on it. And bring your squeegee and your spray bottle with you. Don't drop the tint. Don't let the tint touch anything. I'm going to spray it down one more time just to be safe. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the edges. And so you're kind of working against a clock here, or a time. You got to keep in mind the tint has to slide underneath the edges here. So you're going to want to slide the edges in like so. You just want tons of the slip solution so you can move this as necessary, right? So I have it underneath in both sides. I got to kind of hold it in place because it's so slippery. And you want to just see the edge of the glass. So you want it on the flat edge. You don't want it where the glass starts to round out. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and push down the edge here. I'm going forward and back at the same time because I'm trying to push tension out of the tint so that there's no wrinkles up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and spray the tint down just to be safe. And I really need to push this underneath this edge, right? So I'm going to push it down. I'm going to make sure the top couple inches are pushed down where they need to be. And I'm going to take the window itself up. Okay. I'm not going to go quite all the way up yet, because I want to spray this again just to be safe. That's a lot of slip solution. I actually just sprayed some on the outside too because I don't want to scratch the tint. This isn't the best squeegee in the world. It works. I'll link all the tools I use in this video in the description of the video, because I don't want improper tools to be the cause of your tint job failing. So now I'm going to go all the way up with the glass real quick. All right. I'm going to tuck this corner in. I'm going to spray it one more time. It felt a little sticky / dry down there. You are trying to touch the tint as little as possible with your fingers, but inevitably it's going to happen, especially around the edges. So right now I'm getting that forward and back edge. Now I'm pushing down because the very bottom has to go inside of a window seal, right? And so I have it on there now, but if I don't push all these bubbles, you can see them, if I don't push those out, it's going to look terrible, right? So I'm going to do that forward to back motion, like so. And I looped it up with my slip solution quite a bit. This is what we call a finger. And this is the reason we're pushing the tint forward and back. Now when you go to the outside of the glass like that, you can really see things like these fingers here. It makes it easier to work them out because you can see them really well. And so your biggest thing fighting you at this point is you still have a slip solution underneath the tint. And until that dries out and the adhesive can, stick to the window, you're going to have little fingers like that. So I'm going to push down and make sure the tint is stuck to the glass all the way to the bottom. I'm pushing down like this to make sure that I'm getting all of the slip solution out from underneath it. Now, a good rule of thumb is to do this in a warm environment. Okay, something you can do if you hold the tint in place is you can run a dry towel up the tint, and then as you roll it over the edge, it should grab the slip solution that pokes itself out. And I don't know if you could see what I just did, but I was able to slide the tint down because it moved too high when I rolled the window down a little bit. And so I was able to slide it back in place because there's still enough of it underneath. And so that's, for the most part, why you see a lot of these bubbles and artifacts. All of that should come out. I have one of these sharp edge squeegees that I'm going to use on this bottom corner here to push the tint underneath the edge of the seal. Like this. And it's still up a little bit, but it's slowly working the moisture out of the slip solution. It'll take a couple days for the adhesive to completely stick, and that's fine, but you're really just waiting on that slip solution to dry out on the back of it. The more you use, the longer it's going to take, but at the end of the day, you want your tint to come out good, so if you have to wait a couple days, that's why a lot of times tint shops will put stickers over the window buttons so you can't roll it down. It's so that that tint has plenty of time to warm up, the slip solution will dry out and the adhesive will actually stick it to the glass. So what I like to do is I do the whole car, and then I'll go around to all the windows and I'll try and find little areas where the edge has been stubborn or there's a little bit more slip solution that's still, you know, draining out, and I'll work it out so that I don't have to worry about having like one window fail or come undone, come unstuck at the edge. But it's really important that you now just leave the window for a couple days. If you need to speed this process up, you can use a heat gun, heat it up, and what it'll do is it'll help shrink the tint to the glass. It'll help the moisture find its way out of the glass or out of the tint from the glass, and then you'll have a successful tint job. So one thing I will add is all the windows will be just like this. The little windows, the full-size windows, they'll all be just like this. The back of the vehicle is a little different. Let me show you that real quick. Now for the rear window, you have this perforated edge here, and so what I like to do is pull the interior pieces off around it, put the tint on the surface just like we did the front ones, but you need to be really careful of these defroster coils, right? This is obviously a large area. It might be easier to have someone else hold half of the tint while you work one side. Start in the middle, work all the way to each edge as you get it there. Take your time, hold the tint, and then it should stick into place. All right, so if for some reason you don't have pre-cut tint, check the link in the description of the video, and there's a couple different people on eBay I actually recommend. They have different brands of tint. You can go to eBay and search pre-cut tint and then your year, make, and model, and usually you can find it. But if for some reason you mess up a piece of the pre-cut tint, or you just buy a roll of tint from one of the local parts stores, what you can do is you can lay it on the outside of your window you're working on, roll it down just a little bit, and you can get your top, you cut your top edge of your tint, you cut it on the outside of the glass, and then you can apply it to the inside. Once you have the top and the edges done, you apply it on the inside just like I showed the pre-cut tint, and then when you get to the bottom, you can trim out the edge. So you can completely trim tint for a window just like this and pull it up, get the exact dimensions you need, let it overhang a little bit on the bottom, and apply it just like the pre-cut tint. It's just way easier nowadays to take that pre-cut tint because it's designed for your vehicle. They have the files, they cut it with a plotter, and then boom, you can put it on the window and you know it's cut exactly right. Thanks for watching the video today. Check out the links in the description of the video. Subscribe to the channel if you will. You guys asked for this video in the comments of another video, so here I am. I've showed you how to remove the tint. I've showed you how to install tint. So you can do it yourself. Save yourself at least $300 or $400. I think usually the pre-cut tint costs about $100, so you can save yourself at least a little bit of money.